Welcome to Mac Moments. I am Melissa Chavez, founder and CEO. This podcast is a space for honest conversations about focus, leadership, and what it really looks like to build and grow a business in real time. Each episode is a moment to slow down, think clearly, and move forward with intention. Let us get started. Building the next phase on purpose. The most important pivots happen before the crisis. Change rarely announces itself loudly. Usually, there's these little ripple effects that are taking place. It's up to leadership to recognize those effects. And it's up to leadership to make sure they are putting strategies in place to help navigate what is coming. You know your product or service. You know the processes. You can see the ups and downs in your business, and you can many times see what's coming, see the writing on the wall, if you will. And one of the strongest things you can do as a leader is to always prepare for those changes. Of course, there's going to be situations where you don't necessarily know what's coming. But when you do see the writing on the wall, make sure the changes are being made or the strategies are in place before it's too late. In my company, we had a facet of the business that we no longer have. And I want to say probably about 2 years ago, I was contemplating removing that sector of business from our portfolio. The client that we were providing this service for had a shift in leadership. I saw the writing on the wall that this was really the best time to start that exit strategy. Had I not done that, I'm not really certain how it would have evolved or dissolved, really, because that's what we did. And even if it seems like just a little inkling, it's important to realize you know your business, you know your product, you know your service, you know your capabilities, you know what you want to do. And the biggest thing I have to say about that part of the business, if I'm being very transparent, is I didn't want that facet of the business anymore. And as a business owner, that's my prerogative, that's my decision, and that's okay. However, I wasn't just going to close the doors on it and not continue the service that I was providing. I just knew that little inkling in my brain was telling me that was my little ripple. My team was prepared. I was prepared. Our resources were prepared because we had a strategy. I built a plan ahead of the need. And when I think about it, there was no panic involved. There was no drama. It was just decisiveness. And there's such a calmness that comes with that when you make that final decision and you are putting the strategies in place. It was meant to be. When you are preparing for the next phase, as a leader, I felt rewarded because I acted early. It's amazing how much more confidence I have in myself and what my team sees in me as well. I want to leave you with this. The goal is not to avoid change. It is to meet it prepared. Thank you for spending this moment with me. If today's conversation resonated, I invite you to follow Mac Moments on your podcast platform so you do not miss future episodes. Growth does not happen all at once. It happens moment by moment. I appreciate you being here, and I look forward to our next conversation.